The Sports Scouting Report with Lee Burkeen. Brought to you by Medine's Collision Center in Baton Rouge. Take control, choose Medine's. Grosse Savant Lodge, south of Lake Charles, the true sportsman's paradise. Treads and Care Company in Central, the tires you need, the service you want. Harvey Auto in Shreveport, Bossier City, the name you have trusted for years. And Gage in Baton Rouge. Get better connected with Gage. Here's your host, Lee Burkeen.
Hi everyone, I'm Lee Burkeen with the Sports Scouting Report. We've got a new location that we have the show at DiGiulio Brothers Italian Cafe on Perkins Road. Appreciate Mike Johnson allowing us to do our shows at DiGiulio's, not far from LSU. A skip and a hop from LSU on Perkins Road. We've got Silliman in the house today. We got the head football coach CJ on, and also three of his really good players, seniors. A lot of good players, man. I mean, I think he could have brought 10 guys in this group that are coming back at Silliman. They're in the MAIS League. We're going to talk about how they play Mississippi schools. They play a lot of good teams in state. Central Private is a rival that they have in state. How do I know this? Because I grew up in Central, so I know the rival of Silliman and Central Private, Centerville Academy, and some other schools. But we're going to have much, much more. We'll be right back.
Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you. If you need a paint job or repairs to your vehicle, go see Medine's Collision Center located in Baton Rouge, Louisiana on Kincaid Avenue. The number to call is 357-7983. That's 357-7983. Your Baton Rouge Accident Advisors.
Welcome back, Lee Burkeen with the Sports Scouting Report. Want to mention thank the Marriott Hotel for some of our guests in the future that come in from North Louisiana, like Monroe or Shreveport. Also want to thank Superior Grill on Government Street, and also Highland Road now, and also in New Orleans, St. Charles Avenue, soon to be Lafayette. I know a lot of people that live here love Superior Grill, also in Shreveport. But we're going to have a great show today. We got 3 recruits from Silliman, which is in Clinton, Louisiana. It's been around for a long time. We've got the head coach joining us after the recruits. But I want to go ahead and start with Mark Schmidt. Mark, thanks for joining us.
Pleasure to be here, man.
What's it like being in front of the lights in a restaurant?
I mean, it's a lot different, but we're used to the pressure.
Tell everybody about what it's like playing for Silliman at a private school, a small school, not an LHSA school, but everybody knows everybody at Silliman.
It's real fun, man. It's like a big family, you know. We go out there every Friday. We get to play for the people we know that love us, and we know that everybody's got our backs when we're out there.
Now, you and your 3 buddies probably didn't even know this, but you are in the magazine that came out a month ago. Coach is going to get his copies, but you're in the preview issue, and I'll make sure the MAIS gets full coverage. But talk about the talent. There's a lot of talent in the league.
Oh, yeah. The MAIS, man, there's a lot of a lot of competition in those little schools like that, and people, they tend to overlook it, but it's a lot of guys. They play both ways. They play with a lot of grit, a lot of heart, and every week it seems like a dogfight.
Well, like yourself, you're 6 foot, 225, 230, and you play DN, but I mean, you're going to play most of the game.
Oh, yes, sir.
Y'all don't have rotation of 3 guys coming in and out.
No, sir. There's not many breaks. I mean, special teams, kickoffs. That's what I'm second string kicker.
Wow.
So whatever they need me to do.
Kudos to you at 225.
Yes, sir. Whatever they need me to do, I go out there and do it.
You're straight ahead kicker?
Yes, sir.
Extra points and field goals?
I just do kickoffs mostly.
Can you hit the end zone?
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good, hitting the end zone for 225. You go down and make tackles, or coach doesn't want you to get hurt doing that?
Well, they want me to stay back like a safety most of the time.
I mean, you got to still kick, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
So, you do any punting?
No, sir. Just kickoffs.
Who do you like to play? I know that Centerville's a big opponent in Mississippi down the street.
Yes, sir.
Central Private. But I mean, y'all play other teams, maybe Bowling Green every now and then.
Yes, sir. We play them.
But who do you enjoy going up against the most?
Centerville. It's one of those rivalries where, I mean, it's got family ties. There's bloodlines. It goes deep. I mean, like, Coach Hurst over there, that's what he's like. He's basically an uncle. It's exciting getting to play those guys because you know what you're going up against. It's personal every year, and everybody puts their hearts out there.
A lot of good players have come out of Silliman over the years. When Coach comes on, I'm going to throw them out. I'm going to go back to the 80s, and Coach might throw some out from the 70s. But there's been some good players. There was a punter that went to LSU back in the 80s. We'll talk about from Silliman. There's been Jack Jackson came out recently, Southeastern LSU. They've had some good players come out of there. But anything you want to say before you go? Any shout out to anybody in your family or anybody?
I just want to say a shout out to my mom and my dad. Love you guys. Big shout out to Silliman. Giving me the opportunity to just even play football.
We got him in the magazine. We got him on the show today. Coach said we're going to bring him. I said, look, we're going to rewrite the show a little bit. We got 3 guys coming, so we made it happen. We got you on.
Sir, thank you.
And you're a senior this year. So what's it like, before we go, this is 4 years to starter or 3?
This will be 3 years now.
Not bad, man. Good
Yes,
luck
sir.
to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. We'll be right back.
What does that bug man do?
Not only do we do pest control, we do odor control, bat removal, moisture control, rodents, and of course, bed bug control. Give the bug man a call. We get them before they get you.
Grosavon Lodge, the true sportsman's paradise. Grosavon Lodge has fresh and saltwater fishing, alligator hunting, waterfowl hunting, and eco tours located south of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Give them a call at 337-598-2357. That number to call again is 337-598-2357, and have the time of your life.
Welcome back. You got a chance to meet Mark Schmidt. We've got another recruit from Silliman. Again, I want to tell parents, because the book's been about a month. You know, kids forgot I told them they were in the book in May, but it's already September. But if your mom or dad are watching, get the magazine, North or South. Coach is getting his copies today. Even though we mailed it, he didn't get his copy, so I'm making sure he gets his copy before he leaves today. But we've got another great player, Landen Halbrook. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
Now, you look like a lineman with a 6'0", right?
Oh, yes, sir.
You can't be a running back.
No, I cannot be a running back.
Tell everybody what position you play on the O-line.
I'm a left guard. And just do a whole bunch of fast plays. And
You pull?
I pull a lot, yes, sir.
So they rely on you, run plays, huh?
You could say that. Rely on the whole line.
What do you like, Landon, about some of the teams? By the way, Central Private, Coach reminded me they moved to the LHSA. They don't play anymore. Unfortunately, we'll ask Coach about that, but the MAIS and the LHSA, they don't play in state. That's a rule. So y'all don't play Central Private anymore.
No, that's sadly. I wish we did.
You know all those kids, though, right?
And we know a whole bunch of them.
I asked Mark, but who do you enjoy playing against at Silliman?
Centerville's my favorite because we know everybody from there very well, and it's close.
And I know you probably weren't born when this happened, but you know who their most famous player is? Just trivia. Will Arnold played at LSU. 6'5", 330, ran a 4.840. He was on the LSU National Championship team. The one, not 19, but the one I think it was 2006. But he was a 5-year starter over there.
I think his son's there now.
Is he? Really? Is he the same size as his daddy?
I don't know if he is yet. I think he's getting there.
You going to go against him?
Hopefully. I'd like to.
Are you intimidated? I mean, you're a guy that's not tall and you're not super big, but I mean, you're the normal size lineman in the state of Louisiana.
I got leverage on him being lower.
Tough. Not
Yes, sir.
scared. You bring it. You love your aggressiveness as a lineman.
Yes, sir.
When coach
I do.
says, "Hey, that guy's 280," does that you just go get him?
Makes me want to hit him harder.
There you go. What do you think of the offense coming back for Silliman? Y'all have some really good players. I got a 6'6" receiver who is pretty different in the league.
Yeah.
And y'all got a transfer from I think Parkview Baptist Stone Town, pretty good player. What do you think of the team on offense?
I think we're working on getting everybody straight and getting a good offensive plan in.
What's your favorite Silliman play? Do you have one?
I like traps.
Yeah.
I like doing traps where I pull and hit somebody.
But what is there a play you like post route or something like that you like blocking for? Is there a certain play?
Not really. I like them all.
Like them all. Do you hear the whistle or you just finish? Does it matter?
Sometimes, but most of the time I don't.
What do you love most, Landon, about football?
I don't know, like hitting.
How old were you when you started playing?
I can't remember. I was pretty young.
Pretty
Probably
young?
second grade.
From Clinton, Louisiana, right?
Yes, sir, I am.
What do you think of the football in the area? I mean, East Feliciana's pretty good. Silliman's good. Slaughter Academy's good. Zachary's dominant. I mean, that's a lot of talent in the area.
A lot of talent in the area.
A lot of bragging going on. Do you run into those guys a lot? Other schools?
We run into them every day.
Any final thoughts, Landon? You want to give a shout out to anybody in the family or anybody?
Shout out to the school and Silliman, to my coach, Coach TJ, and my parents.
Once upon a time, I went to Silliman in grade 5 and 6. So I did see the school. I'll never forget the white columns, the big school. I was intimidated as a 9-year-old. I was like, man, this is like the White House when I was a little kid. You ever feel like that when you were little, when you started going there?
Yeah, I was pretty intimidated seeing that big old building.
Well, good to meet you, man. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Senior this year, Landen, Halbrook. We'll be right back. We got one more recruit, and then we got the head coach of Silliman himself joining us, and we're going to introduce you. Does a great job. Been at Silliman a long time, Coach Davis. We'll be right back.
Gage has served Louisiana for over 40 years. Let Gage create a custom tailored solution for your business and become your partner in technology. Give them a call today at 225-753-4243 and help your business get better connected with Gage. Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you.
Welcome back, Lee Burkeen with the Sports Scouting Report. We got Silliman on the show today. Coach Davis is going to join us before the show's over, the head football coach at Silliman. They're in the MAIS. We're going to talk a lot to Coach about all the details of Silliman, how to go there, how to call them if you want to enroll as a student, and how to go about that. And we're going to talk about Silliman, how their schedule works. They start before the LHSA. Their season starts way before, which is something that a lot of people don't know, right, Britt Siebert?
Yes, sir.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you.
What's it like to play before everybody else in the state?
It's great. Everybody's just kind of jealous. I enjoy it.
Y'all have a game or two under your belt before people even
3 usually before Zachary or teams around us start playing.
Any jamborees done? Yeah.
Yes,
so
sir.
I want to throw this out, and I didn't know this, but kudos to you. You're now a running back linebacker.
Yes, sir.
5'9", 170, but you were a center.
Yes, sir.
And that's not a big guy.
No, sir. I was center my whole life, and then when I came to Silliman, they started switching me around, and
You're not scared at all.
No, sir.
I mean, that's a cornerback. 1A ball, that's a corner. But now that you're a running back linebacker, did that help you learn how the trenches work? Being a
Yes, sir. You just gotta get leverage as much as you can. Stay low and just can't be scared.
Britt Siebert here. He's our last recruit joining us. But what tackles wise and anything stick out to you in your 3 years? Did you do anything that sticks out, like an interception, a pick six, a tackle, anything that?
No, sir, not really.
Nothing sticks out to you? What about a game? Is there one game that sticks out to you that you played in over 3 years?
My last year, our Bowling Green game, I had a really good game that year. And then after I got in a car accident and couldn't play the rest of the season. So
man, you got in a car accident?
Yes,
You were okay? I mean,
yes, sir. I just had a compression fracture
wow.
in my back, and I was fine.
That game, do you remember how many tackles you had?
Close to 9 or 8.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
What do you like most about football?
Just fun. I like enjoying being with my friends and just having a good time, not worrying about anything else.
What day of the week you start getting psyched up for the game?
The day after the last game, Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday going into the week.
I didn't ask this to the other two kids, but what are your hobbies besides football? Do you play other sports?
Yes, sir. Baseball and golf, and like fishing and hunting.
You play golf?
Yes, sir.
You pretty good?
That's a funny question. No, I'm not good at all.
Did they like talk you in? We need a golf team, so you need to play, or?
My brother played when he was younger. We lived on a golf course for a while, and I just never really liked it till high school.
You ever see Caddyshack, the movie?
Yes, sir.
You like it?
Yes, sir.
You a better golfer than Rodney Dangerfield? No? Any thoughts about your game that you need to improve your senior
Just
year?
the little things, like just reading and make sure you shed the blocks correctly, and other than that, I think we'll be
For
good.
your curiosity, I got to know this. You played center at, I would think, 160 pounds then,
Yes, sir.
right? Center, 5'9", 8". You got to be strong, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you bench and squat and?
I bench 225, but I squat like 360.
You squat 360 and you're 170.
Yes, sir.
What do you bench?
225.
Okay, not bad, man.
Thank you.
Anything you want to accomplish this year for Silliman? This is the last season.
A district championship, maybe, and then
Okay.
like deep playoffs. I open.
We're going to talk to Coach about how the playoff system works with the Mississippi schools,
Yes, sir.
which is unique, and there's different classifications y'all have as well. But man, good luck to you, Britt.
Thank you.
Any final thoughts? Any shout out to anybody in your family or anybody?
Shout out to my mom and dad for getting me through high school and like through life, and just my coaches and my Lord. Just thankful for them. So
And also, I think you give a lot of hope for guys that aren't big.
yes, sir.
I mean, you play
It's
center,
tough.
and
It's
the
tough.
game is fun, and it taught
sir.
you a lot. But we're going to be back. Appreciate you, Britt. We're going to be back with Coach Davis, the head coach from Silliman himself. He's going to join us. We're going to talk. We're going to teach you a little bit about Silliman, because if you're not from Clinton, you're not from Zachary, you're not from Slaughter, you need to know a little bit about Silliman and what they have going on at Silliman High School. We'll be right back.
If you need a paint job or repairs to your vehicle, go see Medine's Collision Center located in Baton Rouge, Louisiana on Kincaid Avenue. The number to call is 357-7983. That's 357-7983. Your Baton Rouge Accident Advisors.
What does that bug man do?
Not only do we do pest control, we do odor control, bat removal, moisture control, rodents, and of course, bed bug control. Give the bug man a call. We get them before they get you.
Welcome back. We've got the head coach of Silliman High School, TJ Davis, who's been there for a long time. Coach Davis is going to, I appreciate you being on.
Thanks for having us.
TJ, when you got to the school, there's been a lot of history at Silliman.
Yes, sir.
I went there as a young guy. I know about the school and where it's at, and for someone that went there, because I know that you can be, what is it? Is it K to 12 still?
It's actually, we have a daycare now, so we go daycare through 12.
Yeah, I know everybody's on campus. It's one school. Baseball's always been good there. Basketball was good when I was going there. There was a Mallory Efferson there when I went to school.
Yes.
And Mallory was a heck of a athlete.
Absolutely.
And I didn't graduate.
All the
there.
Effersons were great.
They were great
athletes.
players there. But I want to mention some other players. You coach Cobb Kelly, quarterback. Zach Kelly, both played college ball. Jordan Talley.
Yes, sir.
Your cousin, I didn't know, Ross Cockrell, who was a great punter at LSU.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was your cousin. And then Will Andrews went to Auburn, linebacker.
Yeah.
Jake Jackson, you coached recently.
Yeah. Jack's at Southeastern right now.
Was it LSU first?
Yeah, he had a preferred walk-on at LSU, was there under Ogeron, and then he decided to go to Southeastern.
And another cousin of yours I didn't know was Roy Corkin, who's a MLB guy.
Roy played at LSU, pitched under Skip, played in the majors for quite a bit of time, and he's actually our head baseball coach now.
Is he?
Absolutely.
I didn't know that.
Absolutely.
And then finally Josie Milton, who finished at Zachary but was a Silliman alum.
No, he finished at Silliman. Started at Zachary.
Went to TCU.
He went to TCU, yep, and he's doing well himself.
Big guy, like what, 3'10", 6'2", 6'1"?
Yeah, he was 6'2", every bit of 300 pounds.
Could move.
He could.
Could move.
He could. Good guy.
Before we come back, tell everybody about your season, Coach, because we mentioned it starts earlier than the LHSA. I mean, y'all start, way before September.
Yeah, we're usually game 3 whenever LHSA is having their jamborees, and then game 4 when LHSA has their first games, and we love it. It's a chance for everybody to come see football before football starts everywhere else.
Yeah,
so it
yeah.
really gets everybody's motor going and excitement, and it's really exciting to see football back early. And we're just the lucky ones that get to start sooner.
What's a typical roster for you in a normal year? Because a lot of people don't realize it's not a 60, 80 man roster.
No. Over the course of my career, we've gone anywhere from 25 to 45. Some years we'll get a little crazy and get touch 50.
Yeah.
But this year we have a solid roster. We're really excited about the depth on our roster. So we have a big roster this year, so we're really blessed.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, I want to talk about your state championship team, and what do you think the difference that team is with the potential of this team this year?
Absolutely.
We'll be right back with more. TJ Davis, the head coach, Silliman High School. We'll be right back.
Gros Savon Lodge, the true sportsman's paradise. Gros Savon Lodge has fresh and saltwater fishing, alligator hunting, waterfowl hunting, and eco tours located south of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Give them a call at 337-598-2357. That number to call again is 337-598-2357, and have the time of your life. Gage has served Louisiana for over 40 years. Let Gage create a custom tailored solution for your business and become your partner in technology. Give them a call today at 225-753-4243 and help your business get better connected with Gage.
Welcome back. Lee Burkeen, host of the Sports Scouting Report. We've got Coach TJ Davis, the head coach, Silliman High School in Clinton, Louisiana. Coach, you won a state championship in the MAIS League in 2015.
Yes, sir.
You were district champs, you told me, 17 and 18.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between the team 222? I know you got a good mix compared to that 15, 17, and 18 teams.
I think the biggest thing is just the relationship between the players. We've had a lot of the pieces to the puzzle this year with some guys that have come to be a part of our program that didn't start with us, with these guys playing in second grade like Landen did, and third and fourth grade like Mark was playing. So in your locker room, there's a healthy respect that has to be built, and some trust, and the things like that really make a championship team come to the top. The talent, I believe we have the talent to be very successful and win a district championship or compete for a district championship, and from there you just continue just to build on it. And you get in your playoffs and you get your first round under your belt, your second round under your belt, and sooner or later you're in the big game.
Speaking of that, people that aren't familiar with the MAIS League, I mean, most of your district's Mississippi teams.
Yes, sir.
Tell everybody about Centerville. Obviously, I know about them, but there's a lot of talent in Mississippi.
Yeah, there really is, and there's always been a lot of talent. A lot of it's under the radar.
Yeah.
They don't get quite as much pub as everybody else. I mean, you go to Oak Forest. Oak Forest has had, several kids over the last, I can remember 5 or 6 years that have gone to Southeastern and played.
Yeah. They got a current tight end, a pro prospect.
That's right. So it's Oak Forest, Bowling Green's always got good talent. Centerville's always got good talent, and then even dipping into the state of Mississippi a little more with Brookhaven and Copiah. And schools like that, Adams County, there's lots of talent.
And in North Louisiana, you got Riverfield, Briarfield.
Riverfield's always tough. Briarfield's always good, and you're talking about traditionally rich programs that always find a way to have those gritty kids to be successful with.
Stephen Ridley was pretty good from LSU in the Mississippi League, and there was a DN named Will Overstreet, that went to Mississippi private school. Played for Tennessee, was an All-American. Big DN. You mentioned Oak Forest. Scott White, the running back who we covered last year, I had a chance to do his highlight tape. 6 foot, 230-pound running back.
Yeah.
He transferred to Riverside with his dad, John White.
Right.
Coach White. But
both.
You faced Scott.
Yeah, Scott's a menace for a defense. Scott's going to do good things, Scott's a big man, and he actually ran on their 4x1 relay team, and his dad's a good coach, and they'll do well wherever they go.
Yeah, and we were talking about Riverfield, Briarfield, Oak Forest. Their offensive line average is 270. A lot of these schools.
Yeah,
there's a misperception about
there. There really
league.
is. Louisiana tends. I mean, you focus on the area you're in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just how people are.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of great talent around the league and around the state, top to bottom, and even reaching into Mississippi, like I said.
Speaking of playoffs, before we take a break, where are they held, Coach, currently? The state championship game with you playing?
The state championship game will be either held at Jackson Academy or Jackson Prep.
Okay.
So it's we used to play at MC, and now we play at JA and J Prep.
Mississippi College, right?
Yes, sir.
Mississippi College. We're going to take a break. When we come back, I want to ask Coach more about Silliman, because again, if you're not from the area, people get the show from Shreveport, Monroe, Lake Charles, to just let them know more about Silliman Academy, and also MAIS League. A lot of people don't know about it. We put it in our magazine. They're all in here, and all the schools. And I actually watch film, and I really appreciate what they do. And the kids that play in that league and the coaches. We'll be right back.
Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you. If you need a paint job or repairs to your vehicle, go see Medine's Collision Center located in Baton Rouge, Louisiana on Kincaid Avenue. The number to call is 357-7983. That's 357-7983. Your Baton Rouge Accident Advisors.
Welcome back. We've got Coach T.J. Davis, the head coach at Silliman High School in Clinton, Louisiana. Coach, you're not only the football coach, but you're also the track coach.
Yes, sir.
How important is that for you to have a lot of you football guys on the track team?
Well, I think it's great because you get to be around the kids in a different environment. Track's a little different animal than football, and it's also as far as developmental, it's great. We get our linemen come run with us, all of our skill guys run with us and jump, and and it's a different setting, so the guys get a different version of you. It's not quite as intense, and it's more more time to spend with them rather than just X's and O's. So it's great for us.
I love track. I ran track at Central High School and ran 100, 200 relays, but I got a kick out of the other night. I was at a game, Coach, and one of the referees was a former teammate of mine on the track team.
Really?
And I was like, "Hey, Matt, you still doing these games?" He's like, "You still doing this?" I'm like, "Yeah." So, but I had fun running, and I was an LSU fan growing up, and having a chance to run in the indoor LSU track was a big deal.
What a special thing, right?
And knowing about how hard it is to do the shot put, the javelin.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, what is the hardest position to you on a track team?
The hardest position to fill is
discus.
No, pole vault.
Oh.
Pole vault. You got to have the right combination, and you got to have some guts, and you got to have some speed, and you got to have some upper body strength, and can't be too big, and you can't be too small. You just got to kind of be the perfect fit.
Now, I got to mention this. You got a 6'6" receiver.
I do.
Who's a great track guy in the state.
Yep, he is. He's a 110-meter hurdle champ. Our other receiver is a 300-meter hurdle champ. So we're fortunate to take the talents from the football field and put them on the track, and then bring them back to the football field year in, year out.
What's the strength of this team, you think?
I think the strength is our defense right now. Our defense is just stifling, and they better continue to be stifling, because we have our rivals. We travel to Centerville this Friday night, so if our defense continues to play well, they'll keep us in every football game. Our struggle is offense right now, and it's hard for me to say because I'm the offensive coordinator, but it's some of the camaraderie and the pieces we added, trying to figure out everybody's role and putting everybody in a position to be successful.
Silliman was founded in 1966. I was born in 70, so you were born like, what, 76, 77?
Oh, man, I'm not that old.
No?
I'm an 80s baby.
You're an 80 guy?
I'm an 80s baby.
We're taping a show next. Jamie Bice and me are pretty close, I think. Jamie got out. I got out in 89.
Oh, really?
So Yeah, I'm the older guy. Anything you want to talk about Silliman, other sports?
Our baseball program's thriving, our cross-country program's thriving. I mean, it's just a great place to be. Our boys and girls track program, were both state champions last year. Our tennis program's doing well. We just hired a great basketball coach, Charlie Warner. We think he's going to do great things with our basketball program. So right now, athletics are just in a good place. Our softball program just got a new head coach. They're doing well. They're fighting for a district championship. We hired Bradley Burns. He was a former Silliman student. He was actually a Centerville grad.
Okay.
He played at Ole Miss. So he's a talent to have, and he's a great addition to our school and our staff. And our school's growing. Most of our grades are full. So we're reaping the benefits of that in athletics.
If somebody's watching this show and they're going to move to Baton Rouge or outskirts and they need to get who would they get in touch with about maybe seeing the campus?
Yeah, so just go to SillimanInstitute.org, and everything's on our website. And reach out to Cher Wells, Leanna Cupid, Mr. Kevin Lemoyne, any of those people. You can reach out to myself, TJ Davis, and we'll get you on campus, let you see the campus, and let you be a part of that special environment and that special setting.
It's a beautiful place. I know Coach Cupid's been around a long time, and Lemoyne. Mm-hmm. It's not their first rodeo.
No, and they're doing good things for our school.
Yeah, and I know you've been doing it for a long time. Tell everybody how many years now as head coach at Silliman.
I don't even remember.
It's not your first rodeo.
No, I think it's 13, 14,
That's
somewhere
a long
there.
time for one school.
But it's great. We're really fortunate to be there, and wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Like the kids, any shout out to any coach that got you in the business, or you want to thank anybody?
Coach Sid Edwards, Coach John Allen Ferris, those guys are the guys that got me going. Coach Guy Mastretta was my wrestling coach and football coach, and he taught me how to be tough and
redemptors.
Oh yeah, taught me how to be tough, and there's no excuses. And all those guys. Coach Brewerton was actually our wrestling coach my junior year and senior year, and just how fortunate am I to come from such a great line of coaches.
I'm saddened that there's no more Redemptorist High School.
Yeah, I'm not real happy about it myself.
You think about Jeremy Hill and Lyle Collins and David Plaisance and
David, Mike. Oh man,
Sampson, whose son's
Shelton.
now playing.
Mm-hmm. There's a ton of them.
Jimmy Kaczynski.
Yep, Jimmy. Oh, Tulane.
A lot of great players.
Yeah, lots of great. Chuck Wiley, Stoke John Lawson, Jonathan Taylor. I mean, there's just so many.
In the history, we don't have a show for it, but the history of Redemptorist basketball, when Howard High Carter went to LSU, Curry, Taylor, the point guard at LSU, Derek Taylor. I mean, they put out the best basketball prospects at one time in the country.
It was a special place to be. When I was just getting into Redemptorist, just to see the banners hanging, and Coach Laird had his program rolling, and Coach Somerville came in, and I think even Coach Sid had success there as the basketball coach. And just I'm so fortunate to come from the places I've been and be under the tutelage that I was under. So.
And the under the radar guy from Redemptorist that didn't even get drafted, and Matt Canada found a place for him, was Russell Gage.
Russell Gage.
In the NFL, 5 years now, and playing for Tampa Bay now.
Our defensive coordinator coached Russell Gage at Redemptorist before he came to Silliman.
I remember being in the weight room, TJ, at Redemptorist. It was a summer workout, and you remember the weight room was pretty small. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's like sardines getting in there. And there was this 150-pound, 5'9" receiver that was a junior. And I said, "Young man, what's your name?" He said, "Russell Gage." I said, "Well, keep working and lifting weights." That was his junior year, 150 pounds, 5'9".
He had a great career after that.
Did pretty good.
Absolutely.
Thanks
for having us.
Appreciate it, Coach. And that'll be a wrap on the show. Silliman came on. I'm glad we got the 3 recruits on. Coach TJ Davis. Our next show, we've got Jamie Bice, former LSU Tiger from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Went to LaGrange High School. A lot of famous players came out of there. A lot of famous coaches too. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Sports Scouting Report podcast with Lee King.